So that dude who was complaining about bodegas got fired from his job that like had hired him to
Yeah.
like come here and have this job. So I guess he doesn't have to stay here anymore. He clearly didn't like it. But I think everybody's missing the point. They don't understand the crux of the issue here. The issue
The crux of the issue here is that he shouldn't have gotten fired. Somebody moved to a different area. By the way, it's funny that you sent this to me because I have his response here. Somebody sent this dude to a new area to work. That's a really big thing to get up and relocate. Not for nothing, but that's huge. And what did he do? He's like, I can't find healthy food around here. And he made like a lighthearted joke about like, I'm going to get a bacon, egg, and cheese, like whatever. That's like a New York thing. I don't know if you're just not from New York and you don't know that. It's like a stupid New York meme. Um, there's no issue here. There's no fireable issue here. Even if you didn't like what he said, it's not a fireable issue. I find that insane. It's almost like you guys don't work, so you don't understand how horrible it is to lose a job. But like they had him relocate for a job and then they fired him. I think that's really fucked up. Like, who cares if he's from out of town? Like, I don't know what the job was. Yeah, he's an out of towner. He needs to leave. Yeah, segregation, guys. He can't be here. I don't know what the job was. I'm going to assume that like if they had him relocate, it meant that he was like fairly skilled in whatever job it was. I think it was some kind of technology job. So like it's just shitty. Yeah, the first mistake was moving to New York City. You can disagree with what he did. I don't even know why. You guys are so sensitive. I live in New York. Like, shut the fuck up. What's funny though is like when you look at this from like a social perspective, like, dude, all this guy's doing is complaining about the lack of access to healthy foods, and people are like, you need to stop talking. What? Shouldn't he be talking? Shouldn't people be like, yeah, you know, like it's funny that we're more interested, we're more offended by the guy making the silly joke about not being able to find healthy food than trying to figure out a way to get healthy food to this area. It's all the white saviors, bro. It's all the white saviors. You're pearl clutching over fucking everything. But where's the advocacy like, hey, why isn't there healthy food? That's a good question.
the issue is not that he didn't like bodegas, nor is
He didn't say he didn't like bodegas. He was looking for food. What is wrong with you?
the issue that he didn't like New York that much. The issue is we got to start asking these companies, why the fuck are you inviting out of towners for jobs here?
Probably because he's qualified for the job and other people aren't. It's probably like a job, dude. If you're gonna relocate somebody, it's probably like a pretty well-paying job. Like, you can't just give that to anybody, I guess. I mean, that's my only assumption. It'd be like an economic nightmare or a financial disaster. It would be a financially bad decision to have somebody relocate for no reason if there was available people there. Maybe it was a promotion. Maybe he did some kind of computer technology work, which just seems like it's possible. Like, this is a very basic question to answer.
Like there's this massive shortage of people working fucking startup jobs or who are capable of working in a startup in the city. Like, okay.
What is it, like a startup and a startup job wouldn't be the same thing. A startup is like a new business. A startup job, I guess you're referring to a low skill labor job. Maybe that's what it was, but I'm going to assume again it wasn't a low skill labor job.
Who clearly don't want to fucking be here. Like that.
Bro, the dude just said he was having trouble finding food, and you're having a meltdown. I guarantee you this woman lives with her fucking mother, and the second that she leaves the house from her mother, she has cries. It's always the people with attachment issues to their parents that are like, you didn't even want to be here. The reason I say that's because like, have you ever left your parents' house? You understand that like going into a new anything is going to be like a little weird. Bro, when I go to Disney and I travel the local area, I bitch to my wife about things. I'm like, this is stupid. That's stupid. Yeah, because people complain. Oh my God, people complain. It's almost like they made an entire app for you to do it. TikTok. Oh, that's all you do on TikTok is fucking bitch about everything. But the second somebody bitches about something, this is what it is, guys. Ugh. Guys, I want to be popular. And everybody's saying he did a bad thing. How can I use my unintelligent mind to figure out how to double down on what they're saying? Ah! Imagine you moved and you were looking for like healthy food and you were like, yeah, this stinks. Now I'm going to throw in a joke. Hey, this is the equivalent. You go to like, which one is, what is it, Chicago? Let's see. Let's say you go to Chicago. Let's say you go to Chicago and you're walking around. You're like, hey, I can't find I can't find my Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know. And then you're like, hey, the Windy City. Like, that's it. You just made a joke about the town. Bacon, egg, and cheese. Like, it's what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, is that a slur now? Like, what is the fuck is happening? The company is a bunch of pussies for firing him, frankly. Even if you think he did a wrong thing. This is insane, bro.
That guy seemed fucking miserable to be here. He was
Bro.
confused. He was scared.
Oh my god, I moved to a new place. I'm a little confused and maybe slightly scared. Why are you assuming he's scared? What? He just seemed a little confused because he couldn't find food. What? Do you think that, like, all jobs, you need to love them? Do you think I wouldn't love relocating for a job? I'd be like, okay, it is what it is. It's life.
Why would you do that to that guy? He could have stayed in whatever lovely place he was living in. And
Like, they didn't even demote him. They just fired him.
not been confused, gone to his Kroger or whatever the fuck. And you could have found a perfectly qualified person who already lives here, who likes it here, to do that job.
They probably would have done that. It makes more sense from like a financial perspective. So you're probably just wrong about details.
Like, I have an incredibly hard time believing it's that hard to find people. Like, fuck off.
Well, that's because you apparently don't live in fucking New York. I don't know what to tell you. It's very difficult to find people for a lot of jobs now. Nowadays, fundamentally, it's difficult to get people to work because a lot of people have kind of like figured out what to do without like a whole lot of money. It just seems that way. We have very robust welfare programs in New York. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but everybody's having trouble finding work. Bro, my wife is a behavioral specialist. I say it every fucking video. Anyway, there's like a massive shortage of nurses, of direct support professionals, an entry-level job, of assistant management, behavioral specialist, everybody. There's a shortage because people do not want to work. There are jobs that exist, and listen, I understand that, like, listen, I already know that, like, I know that I know that there's an issue, socioeconomic issues. I get that, but like at the end of the day, there are jobs available. They may not pay as much as you want, but at least around me, at least in New York, there seems to be some jobs available. Some people just don't want to work the jobs. I don't know what to tell you. It just seems to be what the fuck's happening. I don't know what the fuck why. People are probably still living on welfare services. Good for them. Do your thing. I'm just saying, but there is a demand for jobs. Like, where do you live? Have you ever left your house? Where do you live? What is this? Something went wrong. You live in New York City and you don't understand? How? How do you live in New York and you don't know dick worth of shit? This is insane to me. Are you 14 years old? There's no way. What do you do for work? What's your job? Vampire, what do you do for work? Oh, what is this? What do you do for work? I'm not going to be able to find it. Are you?
I had an amazing lunch today, so I'm going to share. That's octopus with pea puree.
Okay, you have too much money apparently if you ate octopus and this looks like an expensive restaurant thing. Listen, man, I don't know what to tell you. You're insane. Let's watch what he did. He responded though. Apparently he didn't talk though. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so if you came here from Twitter, you may know me as Bodega Bro. I made a video that got taken way out of context, so I went off private to show you guys what Bodega Bro is really all about. Also, if you know anybody that's hiring tech sales or needs a workout partner in New York, let me know.
Tech sales? Dude, they relocated this guy, and they didn't even help him get back. What a shame. I don't know what tech sales is. I'm assuming that people in New York just don't want to do it. I don't know.
Can I get 4 bacon, egg, and cheese rolls and 4 chopped cheese rolls?
All right. Well, he's got some dumbass song playing, so I can't watch all this. It looks like he goes around and he feeds like homeless people. Frankly, I'm sure this other young lady would feel insulted by the fact that he's not handing them out octopus with cum sauce on it like she was eating. So what a piece of shit. He's trying to do a nice thing. Listen, like, let's be honest. Some of it's like it probably can be considered a little bit performative because this motherfucker got like canceled, and so like his response is to try to do something nice. But at the end of the day, this dude should have never lost his job. This is so stupid. This is dumb. You were in tech sales. They are a ruthless and notoriously toxic work environment. It's probably something that like a lot of people don't like to work in. That's probably why they tried to pull someone else in. All right.
Somebody with like no for their next meal. Like, I'm gonna be mad at this. I'm feeding the people that look like they're going through a lot and might not be able to afford their next meal. Like,
they're gonna be like, "Oh, you just looked at them and assumed they were homeless."
Fuck me, right? And it's probably gonna be like user 187624 with like 1 follower and no profile picture. Or somebody with like no posts and like a cartoon cat is like their profile picture. Something random. Like, Where do these internet trolls come from?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. This dude should not have been fired, and now he's like, he feels gaslit. Probably, it's like thinking that he may have done something wrong. That's crazy, man. I hope that everything works out for this young man. That's crazy, dude. It's nuts. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down in the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.